Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of balance and stability. My name's Dawn, I'm from New Dawn Coaching and Training, and today we're going to follow up from part 1, that video that worked your balance, to giving you new exercises today to work your balance and stability. What you're going to want to have today, just a good sturdy pair of shoes. If you need it harder, don't wear shoes. And also a chair, because it's really going to help you keep your balance. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're really shaky with balance, make sure you already got that chair pulled out, because what we're going to do is just lift up one knee at a time. And what I'm going to do is reach my opposite arm and just swing that forward. So if you're standing behind your chair, you can just have those fingertips lightly tapping your chair and help you stay upright. Now the purpose of the chair is just to keep you basically from falling. I don't want you to take any spills while you're trying to get your balance better. But be aware that that chair can make things too easy. It could be a crutch that you just get used to using all the time. So start weaning off that chair little by little as you're able to. Now we're going to pause this, and I'm going to take each leg side to side. So I'm going to work on keeping my shoulders back. And again, the chair could be here if you need it. Opposite arm, once you go ahead and reach that out. So just reach that out. So we're focusing on just basic balance exercises. We're warming up the brain and the body for what's to come. And I'm also having you work your posture here a little bit. So the stomach is in. We're going to keep our shoulders back, chest out. Just a couple more right here. And then we'll dive right into it. So I'm going to go ahead, and if you don't have your chair out already, go ahead and grab a hold of that. I'm going to get mine here in the right spot, so I know you'll be able to see me. Go ahead and get over to the side of your chair. What we're going to start with here is a big step out and just lightly tap your toes. So big step out, notice we're bending that knee, and we lightly tap our toes. Now if you'd like something a little bit harder, pick up your knee now. So we just step out, hold the knee up. So once again, I do want your shoulder blades back. Stand a tall, stomach in, breathing. So the further out your stride goes, the harder this could be on the stability. So out and in. So choose wisely. See if you should be going out that big. I would love you to, but make sure you're ready for that. So last two. Notice on this, I've just been lightly tapping my chair when I come back in. I'm not holding on to it. One more. So we do the same thing other side. So go ahead and come on over. Right by the side of the chair, make sure you got clear space. Big step out, pick up your knee. Big step out. So when we step out, we're not leaning to that side. We're staying up pretty tall. And I forgot those toe taps. So if you need a few of those, go ahead and do that. But I think we're feeling all right. So we're lifting up that knee. So stepping, coming on up. Now I know it's tempting to hold your breath because you're concentrating on keeping yourself upright, not falling. But you've got to do the regular inhales and exhales. They're going to help keep your energy up. They're going to make you feel good. Good, we're going to do just a little bit more here. And two more. Good, just one more time. Out we go. All right, so let's walk that off a little bit. Let's get you to the other side. Let's try it one more time. I think I'm going to try this out without holding on to my chair. Let's see how that goes. The inside foot, the one you're standing on, I want those toes to remain pointing forward. So here's your step. Here's your knee up. Ooh, that is a little more wobbly. In two, and up. A lot of times kind of keeping the hands up right here. Kind of keep your stability a little bit. Think about those tightrope walkers. They always kind of hold that long bar right out in front of them. It does kind of help keep their balance. Shoulders are still back here. And up. You kind of feel like you got to stick that landing right there. 7. And up you go. Stay nice and tall here. The higher up you can bring that knee, the better. All right, so 2 more times to go. Hopefully these are getting just a little bit easier as you do more and more. One more. And up. So we're set. I should also say the foot you're standing on, the one closest to the chair, try not to roll to the inside edge or the outside edge of that shoe. Try to keep everything really flat on the floor. So here we go. We're going to go out and up with the knee. Bend the knee. So right now you might be tempted to kind of roll the outside edge of the shoe off the floor. Don't do it, because I want to work at keeping everything stable right now. That way, when your balance is challenged out in the real world, and it will be, you're going to be in a much better position to keep your balance and keep yourself from falling. Out we go. Pick up that knee. Try it again. I hope you're having good luck not relying on the chair too much. And that you know what's over here. If you're real close to a wall like I am, you want to make sure you're not about to run into it. So last two. And let's do that one more right here. Great. Other side of the chair, come on over. We're moving on to a different exercise now. And what I'm going to work is the inside foot. That's the one moving. Step forward, step back a little bit. Now, if you're a true beginner and this is already making you very shaky, I would not add on the next part. But if you're feeling all right, here's what we do next. When we step back, actually it's when we're stepping forward right here, we're going to try to look back behind us. Now, when you do that first time, or 2 or 3 times, you might need the chair a little bit. Okay? So try it again. Step forward, look back. And if it's too much looking all the way back, just look to the side. It's a good way to kind of progress it, okay? But I'm going to see if I can really get that head to turn. And again. Notice when I step forward, I'm not leaning forward. I still want to try to stay upright, so 2 more. Let's get you in that last one right here. Also a good way to kind of work your neck flexibility. So go ahead, come on over to the other side. Remember, it's the inside foot that we're moving. So I'm going to start real easy. Step forward, step back a little. Don't worry about stepping too far back here, especially when you start to turn your head. That's going to be challenging, of course. So make sure our range of motion is not huge. So 1 more, okay? You ready to give it a shot with me? So when we step forward, that's when we turn our head. Maybe just look inside or looking back behind us. Do what's best for you right now. 2, maybe you're not ready to look all the way behind you. 3, if you end up turning your shoulders a little bit, that's fine. 4, but let's make sure that front foot, we want those toes to kind of point forward when you step forward. So tempting for them to go in or out right here. But that's another thing we're going to try to avoid. And do you remember your great posture, your shoulders back, your stomach in? Always something to think about, isn't there? 2 more. I want you to do just 1 more time right here. Step forward, look back. All right, so that's 1 round. We have 1 more round. Second round of this. It's your inside foot. So let's step that forward and back. I'm just going to do 1 of those. Now right away I'm going to turn my head, maybe looking side, maybe looking behind me. Remember, you have your hand on the chair a little bit if you're a little wobbly there. Whenever we turn our head, take our vision away, things get a lot harder as far as keeping your balance. We take away a big feedback system, your vision, when we move your head. Let's keep going here, okay? I'm going to see how I feel taking that hand away for a little while. Make sure when you step forward that you're not leaning forward. You want to think about a tall spine the whole time. If you got into holding your breath, I want you to bump that back up, breathing, inhaling and exhaling, okay? So just a couple more here. We're going to step forward. We're going to look forward, do 1 more time. Great job. Switch sides. Let's do 1 more of these, okay? So I'm going to have you move that front foot, or that inside foot forward and backwards. And now this is where we're going to do the head turns. So we're going to look over that shoulder, step back, look front. Remember, use the chair a little bit. I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to push it with getting the balance better. And we do that by challenging it but we sure don't want you to take a huge, massive step and end up falling. That's what we're trying to prevent. And then step back. Let's keep going. Look over that shoulder. Remember to not lean forward right here. Keep your spine up really, really tall the whole time we're exercising here today. And a little bit more. Now remember, when we step forward, we want our toes to land pointing forward. 3 more here. See if you can look behind you on these last 2. 1 more time. Look over that shoulder. All right, so cruise on over here. We're going to do some more just a little bit different now. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is stand on my outside foot. So now it's the foot away from my chair. What I'm gonna have you do is reach down and tap your chair and come back up. Okay, you notice I've got my hand lightly on my seat. So I wanna bend at my hips. If you can see me, I'm not rounding my back. I ended up bending that knee a little bit and I'm bending at my hips. Now you may not be able to bend down this far where you actually touch the chair, and that's fine, you don't have to. But we just want to challenge the balance in different ways, and that's what we're doing right now. I want to give you a lot of different scenarios that are kind of true to life and train you for it. Try not to hang on too much. If you're just getting started with this kind of work, maybe you just keep it a little bit smaller like that. And that'd be absolutely fine. So a little bit smaller range of motion if necessary. But I think I'm going to try going a little bit lower in these last few. So this leg, the inside leg, is trailing up and behind me a little bit. If you're feeling discomfort in the leg that you're standing on and the knee, just turn those toes in a little bit on the next few that we do. One more right here. So bend down. And we're back up. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So we were standing on our outside leg. So the foot you're going to bring up is the one closest to your chair. So here we go. We're going to reach down and maybe tap the chair and come back up. So again, notice that we're not really rounding the shoulders. I want to focus more on bending at the hips. And you might need to bend that knee a little bit. So down we go. Back up. We got some more of those to try. All right, I think I'm starting to use my chair a little too much. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, a little wobbly. I think I needed a bit. So down we go. A lot of times I'll do these on my inside foot and it's a little easier for me. Good, you're gonna try just a few more with me here today. Stand up nice and tall. Remember, if this knee is starting to bother you, turn the toes in a little bit. I think that would help you. So two more. Let's take that down and up. And once more, so take it down and coming back up. All right, we're gonna do one more time on each side of your chair. Go ahead and come on over. You didn't think I was just gonna have you do one set, did you? All right, so we're standing on our outside foot. Remember, toes in a little bit can be easier on the knee. So here we go. We're gonna do that little tap down and up. I'm gonna see how many I can do without holding on to my chair here. And two. Now you notice we're trying to keep the foot flat on the floor here. I know for myself, my foot is wanting to roll to the outside, so I want to try to keep the inside edge down a little bit more. I just don't want to feed those imbalances that the body might have, which at this point, all of us have them. So try it again. So letting that leg trail behind you. Keep your stomach in right there, okay? All the way back up every single time. We've got shoulder blades pulling back in together every time. We're getting a little closer here. You ready for a few more? I knew you would be. Make sure you're not rolling to the outside edge of your foot. Two more. All right, feeling great. One more time right here. So down we go. Back up we go. So let's get you in one more set, the other side. So remember, we are standing on the outside foot, okay? So getting ready, standing tall. This leg's gonna come up as I come down, tap my chair, come back up. Let's try it again. And two, and up. Remember, if you need a little help, here's the seat. Three, might help you that you get to tap your hand every time. Four, but remember, if getting down that low is not working for you today, you don't have to. And back up. Let's keep you rolling, okay? Look at the seat. Come back up. You might be happy to know we're halfway there. Lift up, shoulder back, okay? Now remember, this foot, we don't want to roll to either edge here, okay? We're trying to keep that foot totally flat. We like the arch to have a curve, of course, but we're just trying to not roll outside predominantly. One more time, all right? Here we go. All right, so we have one more exercise for you to do. Come on over here. In the last video, I did eyes closed balance. I also did balance beam. We're gonna combine the two of those now. So take your outside foot, put it ahead of the other shoe. It's like I'm on a balance beam here, okay? And I'm gonna stay tall. And I'm just gonna bring that front foot backwards, and I'm gonna bring it forward. Here's the catch. I know some of you are like, well, I got that. That's not so bad anymore. We'll try a few and keep your hand on the chair with your eyes closed. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna go forward. How are those now? Wow. Two, they got a little harder, didn't they? We're gonna do two more and then I'll let you open up your eyes. So step back and step forward. Don't hold on to the chair any more than you have to. One more here. And step forward. Now I want you to go ahead, open your eyes, kind of recover. We're gonna try this again. We're just gonna do a few. So first, just keep your eyes open. Step back, step front, step back. All right, are you ready to try this? I'm gonna have you do it again. Close those eyes. We're gonna do 5 of them. Step forward. 4, I'm trying to just put my hand lightly on the chair. I think I've just got the tip of my thumb there. All right, hope you got your eyes closed the whole time, no peeking. Last 2. Keep those eyes shut. I know you can do this. One more time here. So we're gonna go front and back. We're gonna go forward one more time. And we're gonna open the eyes, shift on over here. Well, wasn't that fun? All right, so outside foot is the one in front. First, we are working the balance beam. So remember, this is really narrow, and I want the toes and the heel to meet. So 2 more before we bump it up. We want that really narrow balance beam. Pretend you're standing on it. So 1 more here. All right, so I'm gonna recommend, if you haven't done a lot of these in the past, use a chair a little bit because you're gonna shut your eyes, and here we go. Step back, step front. Keep your shoulders back, stay up tall too. Try not to lean forward. I'd like you to give me 3 more rounds of this. So go back and go front. Don't hang on to the chair for dear life. The goal is to not use it too much. 1 more right here. So going back and going front. Now once you get that foot front, you go ahead and open your eyes. How'd you do? Hopefully better than you thought. Back with the shoulders, in with the stomach, breathing throughout. I know it's a lot to think about, especially when your eyes are shut. So let's try the walk again, backwards and forward. I just want 1 more time, and then maybe close those eyes. And I'm gonna go ahead and shut them right here. Here we go. So go back, go front, go back. Keep the eyes shut the whole time. We're not doing a ton of these, don't worry. So go back, go front, no leaning forward, everyone. Give me 2 more here. And you're just gonna do 1 more time, back and front. I know it's totally doable. All right, so open your eyes. We have 1 more set of this each side. And we're just gonna do 1 long set with eyes shut. Chair is needed, but don't just make it easy. So outside foot comes in front. We're gonna make it. Close those eyes, here we go. So go back and step forward. Now, we would love for you to have your toes and your heel meeting. But if that is just way too much right now for you to keep your balance, maybe the feet should land a little bit wider. That's absolutely fine because this is a lot of work on the balance. 3 more times here. If you're holding your breath, I want you to keep breathing now. Give me 2 more. And let's do 1 more time. Going back in front. And we're set. Open your eyes. Travel on over. Those shouldn't be easy. If you're like, I'm so bad at those, well, you're in the right place. You're working on getting it better. So remember the balance beam posture, outside foot in the front, shoulders back. Let's shut those eyes and let's get this done. So we're gonna go back and go front. The good news is this is your last exercise of this session. And going back again. Hopefully by having to concentrate so much, it goes fast for you. At least I find that's usually how it goes when I'm having to really think about what I'm doing. No time to really look at the clock, which is always very nice when it comes to exercise. All right, I believe we got 2 more here. Keep your body up tall. Don't let the chair make it too easy. 1 more, back and front. And you can go ahead and open up those eyes. You did a great job. So that was a little harder than the first video that we did with the balance and the stability. So work on those a few times a week. I know the more you do this, the better your balance is gonna get, and it's gonna help you prevent falls, getting hurt. It's so worth it. So keep an eye out in the next couple weeks. We're gonna have another video that's gonna work more on stability, true to life things. That's it. Have a great day, and I'll see you again next workout.